Hey there, this is Malorian, and this is going to be two War Machine battle reports. Both will be at 50 points, and my first opponent here is Kromac. Now, this will be interesting because Kromac is a circle caster I want to start getting into, so we need to see what he does with it. Although I am going to say he is a new Kromac player. So looking here at the battle group, he's going to have a Gorax that's off the screen, he's going to have the Stalker, he's going to have Getorix, and a lot of more nasty things. Otherwise, what he has for the rest of it is he has two trees, he has two sets of stones, one with the UA, two units of the Walled Stalkers. He also has the Gobbers back there, he has the Wilder, and I believe that's it. Otherwise, from my side, I've made a few little changes to my list, and so my next version of my Haley is Haley with Old Rowdy and the Squire, two units of the Gun Mages, two units of the Long Gunners, two Stormcallers, and a max unit of the Tempest Blazers. Now, the scenario here is one here with two flags. You need 5 points to win. You get one for dominating the close one for controlling the far one, and two for dominating it. Now, the thing here that's going to be a real issue is stealth. And that's something that's going to be a real massive thing because if I can't deal with it, I'm going to be hit hard by it. And what he has with that is the stones with the UA, that'll have stealth. He has prowl on the trees, the little arc node trees, and also on the stalker. So if he ever gets that guy to the trees or just makes the smoke with the gobbers, all of a sudden I can't shoot that guy, and that's an issue. So I'm going to have to do my best. Probably for the most part too, I'll have to also lose something. Oh, he also has a Lord of the Feast, which leads into another issue that he has a lot of anti-infantry. You know, the Lord of Feast, he's zooms in, kills a bunch of guys because he hits everything around him. The Stalkers can go berserk, and they can go in there and kill lots of stuff. And I can stop him from charging in, but the problem is that he has ways past that, right? If the Lord of Feast shoots me with his bird, he just teleports into me. With the stones, he can teleport the Stalker into me. He can also warpath, and it's pretty dangerous. So pretty much the name of the game here will be sacrifice, and I'm hoping while I'm sacrificing, I'm going to be able to clean up quite a bit with the Tempest Blazers, and then hopefully get to them, but this could be a bit tricky. So I get the first turn, and I'm moving up, and it's one of these things where I can't stay back. Like I said, I know he's going to do some damage to me, but the way that the terrain was set up, and by the way, I set up the terrain, is I did have to kind of bunch up my long gunners, and I did kind of space out my right unit so that the Lord of Feast can come in, kill a few guys, but shouldn't be able to kill tons, and then I can just counter, right? If I lose a few, I can deal with that. If I lose the whole unit, that's devastating. The Stormcaller shouldn't be over there. That was kind of a mistake. He's just kind of now in the danger zone. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So on his first turn, he gets some pretty bad luck. Basically how it works is that the Lord of Feast goes up, he tries shooting one of the guys, he needs like a 5 or something to hit me, and he misses. So yeah, really bad luck there. He could have come in and done a lot of damage, and now I can kill him for free. Otherwise, things are shifting up. He arcs through the tree on the left to try and do some rifts into my Tempest Blazers. He was really hoping to kill 2, but was only able to kill 1 because, again, he missed and it scattered off, and the guy lives. So really dodged a bullet here this first turn. Could lose a lot. Could have lost a lot. And now, in return, the big things I need to remove is all these little Walled Stalkers. I gotta go and shoot them down before they start clearing me out. I gotta kill at least that one stone, the one that's not stealth. That's the black ones. The silver ones are stealth. That Lord of Feast has to go down. And as well, I mean, the Stalker, he has prowl, and he's supposed to be in that little bubble there, so I can't shoot him. But I'm going to try and kill all these Skinwalkers, because even though they're not an immediate threat, I want to get rid of them before they do become a threat. So my turn, this is going to be my feet turn. I basically go up, I put up Temporal Barrier, I put on the Arcane Shield onto Rowdy. Actually, I probably did that first turn, just up kept it here. But otherwise, yeah, at that point, it's really going up, doing things like Electroleap shots on the left to try and shoot and knock down as many of those Walled Stalkers as I can. I got all but 2, so that's pretty good. With all the long gunner shots, yeah, they were able to kill the Lord of the Feast and kill off all those Skinwalkers, so that's great news. I was also able to kill the tree on the left. On the right, I was able to wipe out all those Walled Stalkers, so they're all gone. And I also ran up a Stormcaller just to score and get 1 control point. So really like how this turn went. Really killed a lot. I know he can go in now with the Stalker and probably kill a good amount of my troops, but I figure then I can peace trade, kill him with Rowdy, and especially if I can kill the Gorax, I feel like the Getorix, I don't know, I might be able to survive. We'll have to see. But I'm feeling pretty good until he started telling me that, oh, he's pretty sure he can go for assassination. And that scares me because I didn't think it was going to be that far. So what happens here is that he uses the stones to teleport him up. You put Primal up on this guy. He has Warpath going. And so what happens, and the big issue, is that I didn't think that you moved up to 3 inches for Warpath. I thought it was 2, or maybe just 2. I don't know. But the thing is that he was able to just barely get within range of Haley. And that basically means game over, because he's just going to go in Berserk, kill lots of guys, Warpath up, get in range of Haley, and then just kill her. Except he made a crucial mistake and didn't move up his caster far enough so he couldn't force to buy any more attacks. So I really dodged a bullet here. But yeah, I mean, I still have a Stalker in my face, and I got to kind of deal with this. So otherwise, the end of turn looks like this. And part of the parcel here, I mean, the big thing here is he was so excited to go up that he just didn't move up Kromac at all. And so that also meant that he kill boxed himself. So now I'm at 2 scenario points, which is really good. He was able to kill some of my long gunners from either side. Clearly, the center unit of gun mages really got ripped up. But otherwise, I didn't lose that much. So looking at this, I'm really looking for pushing hard on scenario. I need to clear out the stones and the World Stalkers in the center, score on that flag. I can then deal with the Stalker. Hopefully 3 focus on Rowdy, can kill the Stalker, and then I can just run over with Haley, score on the right side, cover things up, and I should be sitting pretty here. So most of that plan works out fairly well. I have to go and score with the Tempest Blazers, and I'm okay with that. I mean, they're kind of an expensive unit, but it also means that he's going to have to kind of dedicate a little bit more to killing them off, and whatever he puts there, I can then kill with my long gunners. Now, I put the 3 on Rowdy, I let Arcane Shield drop, and unfortunately, I need like 6s to hit, and out of all, 5 attacks, I hit twice. So did not do that well against him. So what I had to do to sneak out Haley was to move up the models so they block line of sight. So I did that. I was able to run over Haley. And it was then at that point that I realized, oh, wait, my math is wrong, and controlling his flag doesn't give me 2, it gives me 1. So it's 4-0, and so after that I moved over the Stormcaller and the Gun Mages. You know, they went and killed the other tree that was over here and stuff like that, but it's not over yet. You know, he still has a Stalker in the middle of me, he still has some other stuff, and even though I'm in a pretty good spot scenario-wise, you know, I gotta watch it. So what he plans to do is he basically came over, put up Warpath. Then the Gorax came into my Tempest Blazers, kills one with Warpath. He moves up the Getorix. Then Kromac comes after me. He kills another Tempest Blazer. The Getorix runs right into my guys on the right there. He also has the armor buff. And really what he's planning to do here, oh, he also, of course, auto-frenzied with the Stalker, killed one of the Gun Mages. But, yeah, so he's contesting everywhere here. And the idea is that I cannot remove the Getorix, so I can't score anymore here, and so it's really more all about the center flag, and so with that, he probably should have got more stones there, but looking at it, I mean, the caster can't contest, so all I need to do is kill the Gobbers, the Gorax, and then also I think there's 1 stone that's in range as well. However, I have another way that could work too, which is shooting the Getorix with the push shots with the Gun Mages, and if I just push them away, that's the easy one. And luckily that's what happens. I have to aim and I have temporal barrier up. So with that I'm hitting on 7s, I believe it was. But with that I was able to hit him enough times, push him away, and bam. I just don't need to do anything else because I just score and I win by scenario. So definitely one where I made the mistake of having Haley too far up. I had moved her up to try and get Kromac inside that range, and I was even out of that. So there's no reason why I needed to be up that far. And I mean, I just need to be 1 more inch back, and then all of a sudden the assassination thing wouldn't have been an issue, and everything proceeds on without me almost dying. But definitely, this is a game I got out by the skin of my teeth. Next game here will be pretty deadly. It's up against Butcher3, and this is a guy that I saw come to one of my tournaments and crush it 7 wins to 0 losses. So this will be a real test, and also interesting because for my part, I don't think my Haley list does well against Butcher3, and my brother thinks that it is. So I'm just going to try it out, and we'll see how it goes. So it's a different scenario now. We have the 2 zones and 2 objectives. 5 to win. You get 1 for destroying an objective, 1 for controlling a zone, 2 for dominating a zone, and you can only destroy 1 objective at a time. His Butcher 3 list is really different from anything else I've ever seen. He is running Butcher 3 with a Berserker. He also has the Dog, 2 Ogren Bokers, there's the Dragoon, 2 units of the Max Mana Wars, and they each have their UA. There's Madeline Carbeau, there's Epic Iris, then he has the Widowmakers, he has the Marksman, who's actually on the right side, he has Kill Baylock, and he also has, I believe it's Saxon Auric. So the main thing here that I'm not used to seeing is all these Mana Wars. And so with these and the Arguses and all the rest of it, he has a lot of stuff to cover Butcher. Like normally the idea could be that I'm just going to slow him down with Temporal Barrier and then just try and whittle him down, right? First try and shoot down the Shield Guard, Ogren Bokers, then start shooting Butcher 3, and if I can just delay him a little bit, I can then finish him off. This could be difficult, and especially because he won first turn. So with his first turn, he's really moving on up. He's putting up the Arguses there because, of course, if they die, it's no big deal. Plus, even though Butcher 3 is in the front, he's really at no risk. And, yeah, he's just camping everything. So it's just my turn here to try and set up my line. So that's what I do. I move up and I measure it so I'm going to be 16 inches away from Butcher 3. So he'll be within the feet, so he can't charge up or anything like that. And with that, that means I'm safe. I don't need to worry about him killing Haley. So Temporal Barrier is up, I'm camping a few, and then otherwise I'm just setting up my line. Moving up, especially on the left side, I don't want to lose my Gun Mages to Widowmakers, so they're all just behind the wall. I have the Stormcaller there because he'd love to zap one of his guys. But otherwise, now it's just waiting to see what he does and how hard it'll be for me to pull something off. And yeah, it looks pretty scary. So pretty much from his shooting, he's able to kill, I believe, one of my Tempest Blazers. The Widowmakers and Saxon Auric are able to kill 4 of the Long Gunners on the left. And otherwise, he has this super wall going up. What he has there is right in front of the Butcher. I mean, he has the Arguses in front. He has the 2 Shield Guards there. He has the Dragoon. He has the Berserker, and also because I have my Long Gunners on either side, if I am to pop a hole, let's say I was to pop a hole on the right side and kill that Ogren so I can shoot right through. Well, it doesn't matter because my Long Gunners on the left couldn't shoot it. So I basically need to make 2 holes, which really isn't going to happen. And let's say I even could shoot Butcher. He's at armor 24. I'm at dice -4, so each combined shot is doing 3 damage. And he's far enough back that I'm going to need to have to move up to get full effect of that on him. So I'd only be getting 2 shots even with defeat. So after I spent probably 10 minutes looking at this, I decided that there's no way I can kill Butcher, and I need to make this an attrition turn. Another idea I had too is, well, I could attrition and move back. Sure, I'll kill box myself, but I'm not really worried. The problem is that would give him 1 point. He could then go across, destroy an objective for 2, and dominate with Butcher in the back, and all of a sudden he's at 4 points to 0, and Butcher could be way back and safe. And yeah, there's no way I could come back from that because I could not kill Butcher from that position. So basically with this, I need to hold my ground and do my best. And I tried doing my best. Unfortunately, things started falling apart. Went with Haley, stood my ground, made it so I was as far back as possible by not kill boxing myself, put up Temporal Barrier, pop my feet. Gun Mages on the left do pretty good at killing all the Widowmakers, so that's pretty nice. Then the big thing that happened is I went over first with the Tempest Blazers. Now, out of the 2, I'm going to be killing his Arguses because even though I might give him Vengeance, if I don't kill the guys that are right in front, if he gets 3 inches of movement, I don't care. Well, I shoot the first Ogren on the far right, he shield guards, and I crank the damage and kill the one that's in front of Butcher. So all of a sudden, Vengeance is going to suck. Then I make kind of another mistake where I decide to tie him up with the Tempest Blazers. And by the way, with Electroleaps and stuff, I was able to kill Epic Iris too. But I move up, and then I realize, what have I done? I've put myself in Madeline Corbeau's range. Then again, it probably doesn't matter because with Vengeance, he's now getting to wherever he needs to anyway. So now what it changes to is I need just to block him. So doing the damage I can, of course, I'm able to shoot down the 2 Arguses. I'm able to destroy the Dragoon, kill the other Ogre and Bokur, and I've done pretty good damage, took out some key targets, but unfortunately I don't think I have enough things in front of Haley, and that Butcher, he can do a lot of nasty stuff. I mean, if I would have moved, one of the mistakes I made is that gap there that's on the right. I really need to move guys in there to cover, but I didn't. I didn't run them far enough over, and I think I'm going to pay for it now. And that really is what happens. He comes over and he makes the mistake of putting himself within 3 inches of me so I can use some of my focus to cancel his drag effect. But in the end, between all the focus he has, I mean, it only costs 2, and then he pops his feet. Yeah, I just couldn't do it. He pulls Haley over and I die. So, man, this is a good list. I mean, I'm surprised I don't see this one more. Something else I was talking about with him after is that to really guard Butcher, the 2 units of Mana Wars could have just like come in doing a run and covering like a V in front of that as well. So I'm not even killing key targets. Sure, you might not be shield walled, but hey, who cares, right? They're not the key components. But wow, Butcher 3, still something I'm trying to solve. And either way, I'm kind of liking this list that I have for her now. One of the things I was looking at is, I mean, I could always take out a gun mage unit to put in Alexia and her Risen, and then all of a sudden if these things cost double, it could be a much tougher thing. But really, if this ever came up in a tournament, I'm going to be pulling out my Epic Kane list against Butcher 3 and not her. So, you know, that's just one of the things to keep in mind. But either way, hope you guys like watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.